Hello, Alexander and DIA. You know, I tried to Google this, but I have no idea what to call it. But if you've noticed before on Fox News, they got the debate will be taking place, and they'll show like the Democrats' response, and and it kind of goes like that. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's a graph, a chart. It's like you're taking a polygraph. It reads your heart rate and your response and everything as you're watching the debate. It senses your response, and you'll have Democrats and Republicans, and it tells you how each one of them's responding. It basically just charts your emotions and things like that. You've seen that on Fox News before. That guy with the big head is the one that does it. Pretty cool science there, actually. But that's not really what all that is symbolism. They're probably doing that across the entire country, okay? Because everybody's mind's hacked, and the information's all going back to Alex, the supercomputer, the logarithmic supercomputer, right? So you've got this big supercomputer that's capable of reading the minds of the entire population, and the data only goes to one place, right? It goes to the intel agencies and to the media and to the Jews that run the country, the Illuminati. And what does this do? This makes it very possible for them to rig anything, because they know what the public's looking for here. They know which candidate they need to fucking buy off right off the bat, right? Because now they got the capability to judge the entire nation's mindset, or it's an illegal technocracy. This information goes to the elite, is where it goes, okay? The people that put politicians in power. So they'll get the information, and they'll go, okay, we put two candidates out there. Which one's looking the best for us? And they'll say, the Republican's looking better over here. Both candidates are theirs. Both of them are theirs. The thing's rigged from the beginning. But what they're doing is they're trying to make everybody real comfortable and everything, while they're simultaneously creating chaos. It's so fucking weird. They're creating a civil war that we're all just going to fall into by dividing the country. But it's not working. It's not fucking working, right? People are smarter than this. So what did they do? They actually used this technology that's capable of controlling your mind and turning people into fucking zombie weirdos, right? Like Antifa. And usually it's white people versus white people. But the moral of this video was to explain the symbolism that you're seeing on Fox News, okay? And Alex, this is something you could touch in your show and say that it's on a much more massive scale, and we're definitely adding this to our book, because this is symbolism for what they're really doing. Everybody's inoculated with nanotechnology. It's attached to your neurons, and everybody's being driven by satellites and a supercomputer. Anybody can hack the technology that's in us now. Anybody. China, Russia, Israel, Saudi Arabia, England. It's a free-for-all in America. Anybody can be hacked, right? Of course, I have Army technology in me because I was a military cyborg, and I was in a side project when I was in the military, and I was told not to talk about it, but I don't give a fuck. I've come to the conclusion that wasn't even the Army. It was Lockheed Martin who snuck on post and put technology in me, right? So they gave me a Lockheed Martin coin when that happened, okay? And then I get tortured because I was married to a Russian by the technology that came here and tortured me, probably the CIA, because they thought I was a Russian spy. I'm not a fucking Russian spy. I've never been a Russian spy. I don't know anything about Russia, okay? Y'all got hustled by Lockheed Martin, all right? If you think I'm a Russian spy, why don't you charge me and we'll go to court, okay? You've already went through all my memories, and you've waterboarded me with illegal technology and tortured me, and you didn't come up with anything, and your technology's still here ruining my life, trying to silence me for nothing. I didn't do anything illegal. You just thought I was a Russian spy, and you came here and tortured me for absolutely nothing. The entire Mockingbird media was in on this, who's also driven by the CIA's their technology, and they were I got connected to their mind hive, and I know why they call them the all-mocking tongue now, because they did nothing but fuck with me. It didn't matter what channel I turned it to, and yes, this makes me sound insane, but trust me, this technology is that advanced, okay? And here, CIA, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not a fucking Russian spy. I have nothing to do with Russia, okay? You got set up by the United States Army and Lockheed Martin, all right? I'm telling you, you got set up, CIA. Get your fucking technology out of me. And while you're at it, why don't you explain to everybody why Charles Sideropoulos is also being mind controlled and his life's being ruined? Your scapegoat for me was that I had a Russian wife, which isn't going to work for you, CIA, especially when I'm capable of pointing out facts like Charles Sideropoulos is being tortured with the same technology that tortured me, okay? It's white genocide, all right? And Alex, I got sidetracked here. Those charts that show the different, how the Republican and the Democrats responding to something is a nationwide thing, all right? All of that information goes back to the elite, who are the ones who pick the candidates in the first place, and they decide from that data which candidate's going to win before anybody ever votes. That's literally how this technocracy is being run, and the politicians have nothing to do with legislating anymore. The only reason that they still have politicians is they don't want to let the entire country know that we're under a full-blown autocracy right now, authoritarian autocracy that's driven by autocracy that's driven by artificial intelligence, and it's just one computer. There's multiple computers now because all of the politicians are hacked, and yes, they have to still vote on bills, right? So whenever the computer that's driving the country decides that it has a bill that it wants to pass, and it knows that the whip's already figured out what the votes are going to be, and they're all like, woohoo, we're going to go vote, right? And they show up, and the computer's like, yeah, got me a new bill. And then China and Russia and England, Saudi Arabia, and Israel starts hacking the minds of everybody, and all of a sudden they're like, I changed my mind, and they don't vote the way the computer thought it was going to vote. Am I the only one that gets this shit? Or what? Tell this fucking shit to get out of my life. Either that or give me a fucking job or something. I mean, I'm going to burn down the plantation if you don't fucking do one or the other, okay? Army. And I'm pretty sure y'all want me to. I don't know why I said Army. It's CIA. Y'all need to leave me the fuck alone, man. Okay?